Hello, everybody. Welcome back to our weekly stream of Hard Claim. Pretty excited for this one. We are starting our Flesh and Bone Living Scripts campaign. I thought it was a fun-looking project. So basically what that means is we are starting here with Extension Cord. I'm calling this campaign Extended Cord. As characters get executed, as is normal with the game, they will be eliminated from the script for the following games. They'll be replaced with other characters of the same type, depending on, you might have seen surveys going around. We had a survey for Hard Claim. We still have it for anybody who wants to go into Discord and take that. When Demon Flesh and Bone is fun. Yep. And I do have the campaign set to get to 13,444. So this campaign will eventually have 4 demons. I did set it so it only will attempt to do that one at a time. So what that'll mean is next script we'll definitely have 4 outsiders, 4 minions, and then we'll only have 2 demons. The game after that will be 3 demons. Then finally we'll get up to 4 demons. Real quick, I want to give a shout out to some of our patrons. I even realized last week that I shouted out more than I should have, which is fine. Because if you have the 2 for 2 tier or higher, you get a shout out on stream. I had to give a shout out to everybody, but yeah, shout out to Aaron Robertson, Lewis Adams, Gro Gunnarsson, Len Daniel, and CB Man. Thank you for being patrons. You all can be patrons if you'd like to. If you feel like signing up with my Patreon link, you don't have to, but if you just want to throw a little support, I'm gonna try to put it back in my stream. Right now I'm trying to save up money for a computer, so I desperately need a new one. But yeah, we got 16 players here. We'll have a Bone Collector and Dave B. I think I'm gonna make him evil just because I haven't had an evil traveler in a bit, at least for a solo traveler. All right, Nodashi. I was thinking a Boom Dandy, a Marionette, and let's go with Poisoner. I was thinking about not doing Damsel because I did a lot of Damsel games a couple weeks ago. And of course we have Sentinel, so it could be +1 or -1 outsider. With this kind of setup, I might do just 2 outsiders. I'm thinking a Barber and a Mutant. I think I kind of like that idea. And then so with that we'll have maybe a Raven Keeper, to a Soldier, an Artist. Love a good Pixie, Empath. Let's get a Mathematician. Could do Damsel but have Spy. I've done that a couple of times. The last 2 times I think I've run that. Maybe not 2 times. I don't know, I've done it a few times before. I kind of want to not do it this time, just to kind of mix it up. Funny enough, both times I've done that, Robert was a Damsel each time. And each time he got to the end of the game being alive, but not knowing if he was poisoned or not. Let's get a Dreamer. Let's do good. Yeah, let's get a Cannibal. Oracle. Are you happy with this? Oh, I need one more character anyway. Can't do Huntsman. I was either an Investigator, a Monk, or a Fisherman, or add another outsider. I don't know that we really need an extra outsider with this setup. Let's maybe do a Monk. Then I'll have our bluff. We'll put out a bluff says Investigator, Fisherman, or maybe either Reclusive Puzzle Master. I kind of like both. So it's a Spy Damsel. Jinx could Spy theoretically be poisoned by Poisoner to have the Damsel guess work, or is that also not allowed? LOL. So it's kind of we kind of consider the jinxes usually as rules changes and not necessarily tied to a specific character. So poison a spy would not undo the jinx. And I mean, if they did, that would be pretty rough because then you'd poison a spy and then learn a damsel in play, and it would be weird, and yeah, it's not really how it's meant to work. So, but yeah, all right, let's pass out these characters. All right, we can make Merrick or Ned our marionette. I think I'm leaning towards Merrick. And we're going to make DB our evil bone collector. Our boss will do investigator, fisherman, and let's do puzzle master. I think puzzle master is a good bluff for this kind of setup. So we have a poison oracle. We have so I'm gonna put this poison token down, but it does not work on the soldier, so we're gonna flip it upside down to indicate that it's not working. Yeah. Any other setup we need to do? Pixie, we need a pixie townsfolk. It's tempting to do a pixie cannibal. Yeah, I think I like the idea of doing a pixie cannibal. What are we doing? Mad. There we go. Megas are Boom Dandy. Steve's our Poisoner. Merrick's our Marionette. Blake is our Demon. Alright, well, I think we've got a setup here. Side note, I found some CSS code that makes this camera kind of rounded, and I like the look of it. I kind of think it makes everybody else circle too. I don't know if I'll keep it or not. I was messing around with it. I was meant to make the decision if I was going to keep it or not. Evidently, I decided to keep it. So, yeah, okay. Well, let's get to it.
Answer for this question to try to figure out what role is in it. I feel like that would have been too much. So I like this.
All right, everybody. Got a game set up. Real quick, I do want to go over Madness again. Of course, there's no Sarah Novus, but there is a Pixie and, of course, Mutant. But Madness is an attempt to convince the group that something is true. So, if there's a Pixie, basically it's hard to be mad about something if you're not hard claiming. If you're doing 2s or 3s, you're not likely to get an ability. If there's Sarah Novus, you would likely be executed. So yeah, trying to think of anything else. So with this script, I've been thinking about this script and Monk, and I think I'm going to try running the Monk where people they protect will also be protected during a day, which would mean if somebody's Nodashi poisoned, but well, I guess it would be artist, fisherman, and anybody with those abilities. I think I'm going to try running it where those abilities would be protected during the day from Nodashi poisoning if they're protected by Monk.
Yeah. So would that basically reword it to they're safe from the demon until dusk?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm considering making a new kind of updated version that puts it as a bootlegger rule, possibly. I don't know. It's a thought.
The Monk Plus.
But all right. Anyway, with that said, good night, good luck, and have fun.
Yay, fun times.
Sam, I'm not sure if you answered this, but Flesh and Bones has the optional Jinx. Are we doing that?
Which one?
Yeah, so if you look through the Jinxes, there's one in particular for. So there's one for Damsel. There's an optional one for Boom Dandy. I'm not doing the Boom Dandy one. That's an optional jinx where all characters that die to the Boom Dandy ability are eliminated. I think that if a Boom Dandy were to go off early in a game, with such a big game, I feel like that would be a little like I don't know, just I don't know. I don't really want to experiment with that starting out. There's also one with Damsel, but it's not relevant unless we don't have a. No, yeah, Damsel one could be relevant, but it's not relevant right this second. And there's another one with. I think there's one with Huntsman, but maybe it's not in right now because it's not relevant. Anyway, yeah. So for the most part, you should treat this as a regular game. I think the only characters that'll be eliminated are, for the most part, are just who's getting executed. If that makes sense.
Yep.
We're sorting this out, trying to work it through. So, yeah. All right. Here we go. All right. I don't know if he's accidentally telegraphing that he's Boom Dandy or not. But
Interesting as well, because you sort of like, what character do you not want in the next switch?
Right.
I say
Alright.
you ignore that and you just play each game individually and you just see what happens.
Oh yeah.
I'm just going to put a
I
message
ran a
that says
campaign game. The Saint
no Damsel.
was trying to get executed all game.
That's awesome. Like, I want it probably turned to the damsel at that point.
I turned into the klutz.
Oh, maybe.
I want that on a
Yeah.
different line. Can I do it like this?
I suppose it depends which data set you use and how people answered on that data set.
Yeah.
It doesn't work. Oh, well, whatever. I just won't tell Damsel, then I'll be fine. I won't put anything about it. I'm going to mute town. I want to turn this music down just a tad. I think I have it a little louder than I normally do. Alright, also, I need to remember to wake up Dave B. Say, you are evil. This is the demon. Matthew's month, the Oracle's going to get sober info. It's true. Alright, we'll wake up Blake. Say, these are your minions. We have to manually add in Merrick. These characters are not in play. This player is Merrick. Marionette. Poisoner can poison a player. And we have to wait from there. If he hits the pixie, then that'll be relevant. Alright, poisoning Len, who's a dreamer. Not too bad. Not too bad. Alright, so Pixie can learn Cannibal. Len, our poison dreamer, can go ahead and make a choice. Empath, we're definitely going to show a 0. And we're going to try to show some wrong information first night. Well, it depends if who they choose. But because showing evil can be a little difficult. It depends on the evil, I guess. Showing Blake. Well, okay. Well, we don't have to show Nodashi, so that's good. The question is, what bluff do we show? I think we show Puzzle Master and Boom Dandy. Oh, I don't want to do that. 'Cause I think you might bluff Puzzle Master. And if we're wrong, we're wrong. It's fine. And then Boom Daniel will mean that she's likely to try not to get them executed. And that is a 1 for our Mathematician. With an empath ability, a dreamer, a pixie, there's multiple options for that. Mathematician 1, investigator 2 if somebody's claiming investigator. So our not empath, our marionette, will show a 0, of course. That does not ping the mathematician because his ability is working normally. Him getting wrong info is normal for his ability. Because his ability is not the empath ability, it's a marionette ability. And that leaves our mathematician learning a 1. Is soldier math ping? That is a good point, and the answer actually is yes. And in fact, it's kind of rough, or can be rough. So thank you for calling that out. So yeah, we'll learn 2, not 1. All right, so we did minion info, demon info, we did poisoner, pixie, empath, dreamer, and now mathematician. We are good to go.
Interesting. Because obviously you want to kill people because of Cannibal and Undertaker, but because you're executing them, you're taking them out the script.
Good morning, town. Rise and shine. Welcome to our campaign of Extended Chord. I'm looking forward to it. We do have a traveler. Davey is our bone collector. I think everybody knows how travelers work by now. All right, yeah. Good luck. You have about 5 minutes.
Anybody want to chat?
Are both in the good team, unless you're the Nodashi. I'm the empath.
Oh, you're claiming empath, are you? Okay. Because I was gonna say, how do you know what? Okay. No, I'm good. So that's fun.
Yeah, I'm gonna claim empath to my neighbors and probably like Raven Keeper or Soldier to everybody else.
Okay, fair. You could just be lying to me, but it's all good. I think fair warning for you, if you're like if you're other
more. Fair enough. I'll just give it out. Math 2.
Mathematician 2.
Yeah.
Okay, well, you're the only person I'm going to tell. I'm the Puzzle Master.
Puzzle Master. Oh, interesting. So you could be causing one of those.
Yeah. So if you hear of somebody that you think doesn't trust their info, let me know. Let's reconnect.
Yep.
The game would just be over. Boom Dandy dies. I'm not gonna get that info anyway.
Yeah.
It would be Spy dies. It would just mess with my info anyway. So I don't think I'm that high priority.
Okay. Thanks. I'll head out. I'll protect you if I have nothing else.
I can work with that.
Thanks.
If he's got
Nice
nothing
stream.
else.
And if you're here from the Therapy Discord, Curtis Kane is a wingwan. No, Sam, I will not contextualize that. Bye.
All right. I guess that means something to somebody.
Okay, that sounds good. Okay.
Yep. Well, good luck.
Hello.
I'd like to ask my artist question, please.
Go ahead.
My question is as follows. Is either Steve, Nina, or Lewis the demon?
Steve, Nina, or Lewis the demon? You learn no.
Okay. Thank you.
No problem. Good luck. assuming he's going for the cannibal route.
And me as an outsider, and you if I'm an outsider. You know what I mean? Just those kinds of things. So.
Yeah. No,
Okay.
We'll
Cool.
see what
Sounds
happens.
good.
It's a big game. There's plenty of time to work stuff out.
We hope.
Yeah.
Thanks.
All right. See ya.
Okay, so you're claiming empath with what number?
0.
With
But
a
I could be
0?
sitting next to an Odashi, I guess.
Well, Blake wouldn't be the demon. Maybe Blake's actually good.
Why wouldn't Blake be the demon?
For reasons.
Sure. Okay.
For reasons.
I believe that, I guess.
I was about to say the same thing. So, that's a relief.
My god, okay. Thank you. Alright, now I need to go find Robert to see if
Yeah,
I'm not
but-
the marionette, but anyway, what do you want to do?
Yeah. What? Why are you? Why were things weird?
So I have had someone claim my role and someone dream me as something I'm not.
Yeah. I was all right. It was you. You feel on the level. I'll give you my hard claim. I'm the monk. Do you
Ooh.
need me?
I am the cannibal. That would be great.
Thanks. Brody was the.
Really?
Yes.
Well, I had a hard claim of huntsman and a hard claim of damsel, and I don't know about either one of them.
Well, I'd like to know who's hard claiming damsel because I can guess them.
Well, it's someone who does it a lot, and they never are the damsel, so that's why I don't
Is
put
it
any
Steve?
stock in it. Huh?
Is it Steve?
Well, you might be a minion. I don't know. Well,
Okay.
in any case, well, I mean, I don't know. Actually, it's Nina, but she
Fair.
does this a lot, and she is never the damsel. So
Yeah.
no one hard.
No, what are you?
A soldier.
Okay.
Cool.
Thank you.
All right.
All right, welcome back, town. Nominations are open. Robert.
I'm just going to share my info, and then town can decide if they want to keep the artist on the script or not. So I asked my question today, and I asked if one of 3 people were the demon, and I learned a no. I'll probably keep those names quiet for a little bit, but anyway, that's what I got.
Yeah, best keep them quiet because Lynn might be.
Hope you didn't guess your neighbors.
I am not the demon.
I mean, I might have done that, Dave, or I might have remembered it was Nodashi.
I mean, asking your neighbors and getting a no is juicy too. When that's the only demon on the script, maybe.
Yeah, but it's not necessarily false information.
I know. I mean, if like one of them was a neighbor.
Yeah. Only one of them is the demon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Imagine if you got a yes. Like you got a poisoned yes.
Yeah, I think
mean,
that'd be, yeah. I guess
noble.
if you asked 3 names and one was a neighbor and you got a yes, that would be really juicy information.
I mean, imagine all the things that could have happened but didn't.
Yeah.
Well, maybe we shouldn't eliminate the artist, and another one can ask a better question in the next game.
You don't want to bone collect me.
I mean, we can get
I
a better
just asked
question this game.
Yeah, true enough.
Yeah.
That's a great point.
Or it can be a double poisoned question.
That's right. It might be a worse question this game. So
Please
let's
take
execute
the
both
demon.
the artist's neighbors, and then we'll kill the artist, and then I'll get bone collected.
Yeah. We
Can
could
you
ask
have, like,
if Dave is the demon.
Second call for nominations.
Has anyone heard of
I'll
hard
nominate Brody.
Lauren nominates Brody. There we go. All right, state your case.
I haven't been told I'm a marionette. And I think a Dreamer would have probably let me know. So let's go for it.
Brody.
I'm not the demon, and if you were my marionette, I would have told you to avoid this exact situation.
All right. Majority is 8.
Pertinent info. I've heard of a math too, so we should definitely kill Brody.
Wait, Lynn, if Lauren's not the marionette, then you probably
That's
are.
not,
You shouldn't
that's
vote on
not really
this.
information.
8 is enough. Brody is about to die.
Brody will nominate Lauren.
Brody nominates Lauren. State your case.
I have said nothing. I have done nothing. I got 8 votes on me, so that in itself is a little weird.
All right, Lauren.
Yeah, I wanted to see if a particular person voted on you, and they did. So you're probably not the demon.
All right. 8 to tie, 9 to execute.
Well, Brody's probably not the demon. This is a chance to put it on someone who's more likely the demon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't just nominate your marionette, Brody. That's not cool.
7 is not enough. Lauren is safer today.
I'm actually kind of more surprised that the first nomination of the day got put on the block.
Yeah, no, I'm actually I'm actually surprised. Joke nomination, clearly a joke defense. I immediately got 8.
I mean, there was no. I was telling no jokes. But
long doesn't joke.
based on the vote, I don't think you're the demon. But
Brody, are you worth
Robert's,
lifting?
Robert's argument sounded pretty ironclad, though, I'm going to say.
Yep. Open and shut.
Last call for nominations.
Brody, you've got a Scarlet Woman. So
I'll nominate Robert.
Let's see if I can find. Medar nominates Robert. State your case.
I mean, he's directly across the grim from me, so he's probably evil because I'm good. Also, he did volunteer to maybe die. He said he did his thing. I don't know if Brody is, but if we get, maybe we get a bone collecting, so better artist question, or maybe we get a cannibal. You know, just a thought.
All right, Robert.
here's another thought. We kill Brody. Then tomorrow we kill me. And then I get bone collected and I ask on the same 3 people so we can find out who Brody's Scarlet Woman was.
Robert, who are the 3 names?
You are not one of them.
Okay, so you asked if 3 people are the demon, you got a yes, and then...
No, I got a no.
No.
Oh, okay.
I hope one of them was me.
Just as well. Well, we can bone collect you again later.
No, you're the demon, Dave.
This would just be a dumb way for me to die.
In my heart of hearts, I'm the demon.
8 to tie, 9 to execute.
Brody, have you shared anything about what you are? Are you an ongoing information? I don't know if you want to share that, but...
Well, Matthew knows my exact role.
Yeah, it's kind of a bad kill.
I was gonna ask if anybody besides Matthew had a heart.
6 is not enough.
Yeah.
Alright, let's put this way.
Should I just out it, Brody?
Yeah, fuck it, help me. It's fine.
Yeah, I'll out it. He's the Oracle. Bleak.
That's Oracle's always done.
All right, I'll bone collect the Oracle. He can see himself as good.
No, so
Or just bone collect it
Alright,
later when it
hear me out. I don't think my role is all that important. I just decided, you know what? I'll give bullshit 3s to everyone, but I'll hard claim to Matthew for real evidence. Now I'm getting executed on a joke nomination, so.
I'm just scared you're the good Dandy.
Yeah.
All right, I
had my
going to count
reasons
from
to
10.
eliminate you as a demon candidate.
I'd like to get Oracle off the script anyway.
Frankly, if anything, I think Robert's
Yeah.
debating it more than
5,
Brody.
2. Brody has been executed and dies.
No more Oracle. I will never be the Oracle ever again.
Good night, everybody.
You can play in other games, Merrick.
So what
Didn't you sign a contract too?
I've been the Oracle like 8 times.
All right, I'll go and meet that. So we do have. So there's an icon we're going to hear eliminated, so that we can know that will to remind us to eliminate Oracle later. But yeah, so the Nodashi failing to poison a soldier does uptick the Mathematician, because that is the Nodashi ability working abnormally. It'd be the same if the poisoner failed to poison someone for some reason. For example, it's something mechanically failing to work. We'll see if DB wants to use his ability. I want to assume not, but you never know. Poisoner, monk. And then we can go ahead and get our Nodashi choice. Dave's holding on to it, no surprise. Steve's choosing Ned. Ned is... where is he at? Ned's a soldier. Okay, that's interesting. So Ned is poisoned, which means the Nodashi is now poisoned Nodashi, and that will remain there. Hey, Nashville, thank you for the gift subs. I'm gonna find my little thing here. Yeah, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Monk is going to protect Naomi. Safe. Sue told me he's going to bluff Fisherman. Alright. Now Nodashi is going to kill Ned. So Ned must have outed to the evil team because that is obviously coordinated. So Ned's dead. Now that is the soldier ability failing to work. So that is abnormal right there. I am not running the optional Jinx for Boom Dandy, only because I didn't want it, especially with this big of a game. I wouldn't want the Boom Dandy to go off early and just immediately eliminate a bunch of characters. It's something I might do for a later campaign, but yeah. All right, so our soldier's dead. Blake, I mean, between the Poison Dreamer info and Ned, well, maybe Ned dying doesn't necessarily prove Blake or anything, but it does prove that there's a poisoner in the game. Either way, this puts Evil in a pretty good position so far. Never Even Keeper, our fake empath, or marionette empath, we'll keep learning a 0, because why not? This is also lunch for the cannibal. That's both an Nodashi failed poison and the soldier dying add to the math. I mean, I think there's a world where you could argue that the brief amount of time during the start of the day where the Nodashi wasn't poisoned and Ned poisoning the soldier upticks the math. I'm not going to rule it that way. I don't think that's really in the spirit of it. Excuse me. Dreamer can make her choice. She'll now get true information. Chris, our actual cannibal, will get oracle information. In fact, we'll go ahead and let him know a 0, since no evil players are dead. I hate math so much. It can get confusing for sure. Mathematician right now set to learn a 0. Sorry, a 1, and I think that is all they will get. Dreamer's picking Nina. So we're going to show. We have to show Raven Keeper, and then we'll show. Oh, it's almost tempting to show Marionette, but I'm not going to do that. That would just point it right to Omega. Right? I mean, I could, but I don't think Evil needs that help right now. That is so tempting to do, though. That is so tempting. Let's do Poisoner. Raven Keeper or Poisoner. Ooh, or we could do Raven Keeper or Spy. No, let's do Poisoner. I think that's fine. Alright, so now we just show the Mathematician 1, because that is the only ability that did not work. or worked abnormally. And I think Town will pretty easily sort out what a Math 1 means on that night. Because I don't think Ned's probably not going to be very hidden about that. All right, I think we're good to go. We've done everything we need to. Good morning, Town. Ned died in the night. There are 14 players alive. You got 4 minutes. Good luck.
Surprise, Boom Dandy.
I'm not the demon today either.
Oh well, I mean, I can't vouch for that, but I'm willing to believe that. I'll make that leap of faith with you.
Do I trust you though?
Yeah, you can kill me.
I don't want to kill you. I want to be the one.
You should trust me.
I am the Raven Keeper. Nobody has gotten my actual claim. I've been telling everybody damsel, and I will continue to tell everybody damsel.
As it is on the script. For now.
Yes, it is on the script. So, until I learn otherwise, I'm probably just going to claim damsel and then maybe claim something strong, but
I can tell you empath, soldier, or artist. And Robert has hard claimed artist, so.
I heard you're an outsider. I don't know if you actually are, but
Well, that's interesting.
Because one of your neighbors told me, but I don't know if that's true or not.
It's not.
Huh, interesting. Okay, so what were the other two?
Empath or soldier.
Omega is the Scarlet Woman, and let's just try and get Omega killed and see what happens.
Okay. Cool. Lauren kind of implied potentially that she was the investigator. So if she's poisoned by you, then her information's already off.
It's a bluff, so she's just lying.
Okay.
Just put it out there. Let's just try and get Omega killed and see what happens.
Okay. Sounds good.
All right. Thanks.
See ya.
Oh wait. Okay.
Sorry. What's up?
If this doesn't go through and we all live, poison Lynn tonight.
Okay. She was poisoned night 1, so.
I think she's the.
Oh,
thank you.
Thank you.
Didn't want to out it. I will not rest until Lauren is executed, and I won't pretend that it's anything other than spite. She told me, "Oh, I know you're not the demon, but I wanted to see who voted to execute you, and would not give me the info. I'm just motivated by revenge. I'm not, and I won't pretend I'm not."
Sounds fun.
Oh, yes. You're the marionette.
I was just trying to gauge if you were evil or not.
Yeah. No, I'm the Boom Dandy, so kill me.
Oh, fun. Alright, that's awesome. Thank you, Omega.
What did you see?
I'm the marionette empath, but I'm claiming soldier to some people.
Okay. Sounds good.
So, if you... I'm currently shielding the cannibal.
Okay. That's good.
So they got Oracle last night.
Oh, that's great. I'm happy to die for that. That's fine.
Okay, thanks.
But if there's reason to mistrust Lauren, I'm fine with going for
yeah,
that.
okay, fine. Oh.
Yep. So, got a 0.
Yep, I got a 0. Yep.
Alright.
Cool. Good luck.
Sounds good. I can't tell if Chris is evil or covering for me. It's really confusing. Anyway, have a good one.
I got another about 15 seconds.
Yeah, if you're really the Raven Keeper, that better you die at night.
Yeah, I'm just saying it wouldn't be the worst thing for a Ravenkeeper to die during the day in this game because we might get a Banshee next game.
That's right.
That's why I wouldn't fight it so hard. Okay.
Good luck with that.
Thanks. Yeah, Yeah, that is suspicious, Ned. That's
Isn't
yeah.
Really?
That-
Hello.
I'm Puzzle Master guessing that Ned is the drunk.
Messing Ned is drunk. What do you plan on saying was shown?
I think that probably I'm getting Nina, maybe. I don't know. Nina.
All right.
Lauren, just kidding. I got Lauren.
All right.
Thanks.
Good luck.
It malfunctioned for some reason because I was.
Welcome back, town. Nominations are open.
Well, damn.
I heard of that
Yeah.
somewhere else.
So
Lewis.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just thought I'd put this out there, which is interesting given what happened with Ned. I'm the mathematician. On night 1, I got a 2. Last night, I got a 1, which can only be what's happened with Ned. If Ned is the soldier who
Now-
was killed by the demon.
It says protected
who's
by the
the
demon.
shooter?
Does that mean I'm not poisoned by the Nodashi, or am I still? Is that still a thing that would
I
cause me
think
to
it-
be killed?
I
You're
think you
safe
would
from the
not get
Nodashi.
poisoned
You are
by the
safe from the
Nodashi.
demon.
I think
Okay,
it means
so
we have
therefore I
poison
was
pool.
hit by a poisoner or a puzzle master situation.
No poisoner spy then?
Omega.
Omega nominates Chris.
Omega nominates Chris. State your case.
I'm the dreamer. I dreamt him as the Math, which he isn't, and the Scarlet Woman, so he's probably the Scarlet Woman.
All right, Chris.
Yep. That is a wrong dream. I believe that Omega is either poisoned or is sitting near a Nodashi.
All right. Majority is 7.
Honestly, that's kind of interesting because I've heard somebody say that there was an investigator thing of Scarlet Woman between Brody and Omega.
Yeah, that was the information I heard today. That's why I want to kill Lauren.
2. It's not enough.
Can I clarify that? So Ned's saying his ability didn't work properly, and Omega apparently got fake info, and Matt is sitting right in between them. Is that correct?
Yes,
that would have had to
and
be
it's for
poisoned.
that reason that I want to kill Lauren.
I think Omega's just lying.
Yeah, no, I think that more as a lie, but
Well, I
You
will
can
say
kill
this-
me. It's fine.
Okay.
Please forget this. I
That
nominate
means
If I'm beside Nodashi, you can just kill me, and then Lewis can see if the Math number changes.
Matthew.
well, my number
Yeah,
is false.
I
last
nominate
night,
Lauren.
based on
Matthew nominates Lauren. State your case.
Yes, sorry. I apologize, Lauren. I promised Brody I would do this. It was because of what happened yesterday. I don't know whether I'm going to vote on this or not. Yeah, it's just,
There is relevant evidence too. Lauren's claiming to have had evidence that I was not specifically not the demon, and still put me up for execution. Lauren refused to share that information today. I've since heard that it was an investigator Scarlet Woman ping between me and Omega, and
All right,
there was an immediate push for Omega.
Sorry, Brody. I do want to get Lauren's defense. Lauren, go ahead.
yeah, I wasn't aware of the investigator ping. I was talking about my information, which was totally separate. But this is fine if we want to do that.
All right. Majority is 7.
I think Lauren or Omega would be good today.
And I did tell Brody in whispers that it was specifically my information.
Yes, and you wouldn't tell
8
me what it was, and I don't
is
trust
enough.
it at all.
Any more nominations? All right. Well, I'll count from 10. 5. Lauren has been executed and dies. The game continues.
That was my gift for
Good night.
game 2. No better way to get yourself executed than piss off Brody.
Were you the damsel, Lauren?
Maybe. There's a bone collector.
There's a barber on the script. If you're the
There's a bone collector.
There's a bone collector, there's cannibal, there's lots of other reasons as to why you wouldn't come out with
I
anything.
am the damsel.
Yep. Nina's
I think Nina.
Nina is damsel.
Dave's holding. Bone Collector's holding on to it. So.
Pixie damsel, you love to see it.
Mm-hmm.
No one's heard of a recluse, have they?
I mean, I can claim recluse if you want.
Well, go for it. We can kill you tomorrow.
Okay, I'm a recluse.
All right, poisoners.
I hope I don't
poison
die. So
Lynn.
doesn't get weird in my way.
Oh yeah, and I need to put the eliminate token down. I already had it here. All right, poisoners poisoning Lynn, who I think Evil thinks is a Raven Keeper. She's of course is not. So I think Blake's going to kill her. Matthew's keeping it on Naomi. Naomi will have the Barber ability, so we do want to keep that in mind. I'm looking for Cannibal Lunch. Lauren says, my goal is to get swapped with someone popular and boom collected. By popular, I mean purple. Oh yeah, I forgot to do the whole Barber thing. That's probably important.
Are the marionette, they can still make a damsel guess.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, technically, anyone can make a damsel guess.
So actually, I forgot. I should have woke you up to start of the night and say that the Barber died, and you should, if you want to use the Barber ability. I would have done that before I get your kill.
Gotcha. Let's see. We'll say I'm not gonna use it.
Okay, fair enough. Who did you pick? I didn't really look. Who did you choose to kill?
Lynn.
Lynn? Okay, all right, thank you. Yeah, easy enough. Yeah, so Lynn will die.
Because someone was just, someone jokingly went, "Oh, I claim minion, pick this," and then someone else was like, "Yeah, I'll do that as well. I claim minion, pick this person as the damsel," and the game is over. What? No, it was a joke. It was one of the most funniest things ever. Just
Kind of mute that again. All right, so no Raven Keeper. Or fake empath. Who? I mean, should we still show 0? It'll be on Robert and Blake. I don't think people will really think that Robert's evil. Probably. So I think we're going to keep the 0 on the empath, on the marionette. Lynn's dead, Oracle's dead, Mathematician's going to get a 0 because nobody's ability worked abnormally. And then Chris has the Barber ability. So if he gets executed tomorrow, there will be another Barber swap. Alright, look at Merrick. Shows 0. Look up our Mathematician. Show a 0. And yeah, Evil's doing pretty strong right now. Now, if the Boom Danny dies, we need to think about who we want to keep alive. Blake, obviously. Maybe like Blake, Chris, and Nina, or something like that. Or Blake, Chris, and Madar. I think that'll be the plan. Well, we can adjust it if we need to, but
right.
Yeah, you want Lauren dead, so
I know I wanted Lauren dead, but I also want the investigator dead now.
Good morning, town. Lynn died in the night. There are 12 players alive. Give you about 3 minutes.
I'm extremely
I got a
satisfied.
0.
That was good. I don't know how I feel about that, but
I also dreamt you as Raven Keeper or Poisoner.
I'm the Raven Keeper.
Yeah,
I wish you would have let me say that before you. I've been telling everyone damsel, but I wish you would have let me say that before you.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. Maybe Matt R might be evil.
Well, I had planned on coming to you and telling you that I was the Raven Keeper when you died because I trusted you. I did the same.
Why would you trust
Why
me?
would you die at night?
What do you mean? Why would I die at night? I'm a dreamer.
Right. If you're good, I would trust you because you died at night.
Or you are now having the dreamer ability. I don't know.
Well,
Could
for
be
what
either.
it's worth, I don't know how I feel about this. I checked Mad R. I got mutant or no dashi.
Mutant or no. That's odd.
Yes.
Yeah. Huh.
So I don't know.
Okay. That's a puzzler.
Yeah.
All right.
Apparently I'm a Scarlet Woman, so it's fine.
Okay. Yeah, you're the
That'd
only
be,
character that-
Omega, that'd be Omega, Steve, Madar, and Brody. Brody's dead, so I wouldn't think it was him. So there you go.
Yeah. I mean, I think Omega is very, very possibly evil, but
I think so too.
Steve kind of gave me a wishy-washy.
Well, if you're the puzzle,
Thanks.
Interesting. Yep, just over here sitting with an empath with a 0.
Yep, please be an empath. Anyway, have a good one.
Bye.
It would get moved, and I'd become something interesting, and then you could bone collect me. So.
Fair enough. Actually, that's
yeah,
not
but
a
I
bad
didn't get
plan.
swapped.
But
I didn't get swapped with anybody, which means
Cool.
either evil swapped or they didn't use it. But obviously, there's cannibal and such. You could be evil. But
fine.
I mean, the demon knows there's a barber and knows exactly what they did. So
Doesn't matter if I bone collect you, they can't kill you again, so you don't.
yeah, no, that's why. Yeah, so it's not about that.
Elsewhere.
I have a pixie cannibal. I have a pixie cannibal because I have 2 cannibals on my Grim. I'm not going to reveal who they are because
Sure.
because obviously because of what Lauren was hinting at.
Okay.
Maybe the demon and passing to a Scarlet Woman. I don't know. Omega's got a lot of suspicion on him, from me included, so we'll see.
What do you think Omega is?
No idea, but he can't. I don't think he's good at all.
Cool.
Yeah, no, that's weird.
I don't know. So, yeah, I'm going to go and talk to Lauren because I think I need to clarify that you will be surviving one more night because they have to kill me to get to you.
Makes sense. So we should probably try cannibal to someone else, maybe.
Oracle at day 6.
Yeah, it's not
Give
useful
us a good
now.
idea, but until then, I don't have any targets.
Yeah, go because
Hello.
I am asking for my fisherman advice, which
Right.
probably sounds a little bit like investigate dreamer claims.
Investigate dreamer claims.
Does that sound roughly like what you'd say? Okay.
Yeah, I think so. You should investigate in dreamer claims. Yeah.
At this stage, this many, you wouldn't be any more specific than that. So.
Yeah, I think it's pretty good advice. So it could be good advice in the right circumstances. So yeah. All right.
All right. Thanks.
Damn it.
All right. Welcome back. Nominations are open.
Well, that confirms he's not.
And you're not claiming Pixie.
No, I'm the dreamer.
Steve.
Really fast, because I'm usually dead by now. But I am the fisherman. I went to Assam and asked for my advice, and I was told investigate dreamer claims. And then I came back and Omega says dreamer.
I'd like to nominate Steve.
Dreamer claims.
Madar nominates Steve. State your case.
In my world, there's 2 demon candidates. It's me and Steve. Because either Steve is poisoning Lewis and Omega, or I'm poisoning Omega and I guess Blake, because Ned can't. Or I guess no, I'd be poisoning Ned, who didn't get poisoned. I think it's better to kill demon candidates than whatever Omega is, because Omega could just be a Scarlet Woman or a Boom Dandy. But yeah, I mean, if you want to kill me instead of Steve, I'm fine with that. But either one, I think we're better kills than anyone else at this point.
Yeah.
All right, Steve.
Yeah, I kind of expected to be gone by this point anyways, but if what I'm hearing people saying that there's potentially a spy in place, maybe I wasn't going to be by now. But I've used my fisherman advice, so we will get the fisherman off the script. But I don't think I'm poisoned in any way. So, but the rumor information has been off, so.
Steve was not a demon on day one. Doesn't mean he didn't catch a Scarlet Woman, but he's a no on my question.
Had you shared your names with anybody until just
Yes,
now?
I've told several people.
Did you tell them
names.
before today?
I'm going to run the vote.
Yes.
Majority is 6.
Okay, I was the barber, so would have been a swap there.
I'd like to get this Avant on the script.
I also think that we have a spy in the game, so I don't really feel like it matters to keep my info to myself.
2 is not enough.
Yeah.
We go for Omega now.
Yeah,
please.
I'll nominate Omega.
All right, Matthew nominates Omega. State your case.
Second part of an investigator ping and acting very suspicious.
All right, Omega.
I'm acting suspicious because that is the info Sam has given me. I'm happy to die if it closes worlds.
Investigator is seen as what?
Scarlet Woman, I think.
That's what I've heard.
I feel like this is a boom dandy, but
All right.
that can be fun.
Majority is 6.
I've seen a Scarlet Woman. I think it's safe to risk.
I feel like the investigator's
I mean-
probably also evil.
Could be swapped if the barber happened there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but I doubt they'd swap with the demon if Omega was already.
Yeah, why?
7 is enough.
Suspicious.
Omega's about to die.
I mean, I'd hella switch out,
Well,
but
I don't know. I don't think Omega's the boom dandy solely because
Thank
Omega's first day information matched really conveniently it was a very specific type of false info.
Yeah.
Any more
Thank you,
nominations?
I try.
I think he's Scarlet Woman, Boom Dandy, or Demon.
Either way,
There's a part of me that wants to kill Lauren again.
Damn.
It's so mutual, Brody.
Making sure that cannibal really sticks.
All right. I'm going to count from 10.
I may just have to bone collect the Oracle.
5.
So in that case,
Oh,
basically
that
two
actually
out of
doesn't
three is
suck.
good kill.
Omega has been
Oh,
executed and dies. And Merrick dies. Blake
No.
lives.
I mean, it was so clear.
Madar dies. Nina dies.
The possibility.
Dave B dies.
I'm gonna bone collect myself now.
Steve's alive. Lewis is alive. Chris dies. Matthew dies. Naomi dies. Robert dies. All right. Let's
Blake,
see
we're
here.
trusting you.
Y'all have to count to 10.
Merrick, did your info ever change?
5,
Lewis had claimed to me.
3, 2,
Yeah.
Hey, hold on, I'm not ready. Oh,
the majority is pointing to Blake. So Blake dies.
What?
The game is over. And congratulations goes to the good team.
That's the least count I've ever seen.
I knew you were poison, Merrick. I knew it.
And he wasn't.
To go for your
I voted just because of Ned.
Merrick was your marionette. Blake was your one and only original Nodashi. Lauren was your barber. Brody was the poisoned oracle who never got his info. Ned was your soldier who was not getting poisoned by Blake, and that was one of Lewis's math 1 numbers, or part of his math 2 number. His other number was Len was poisoned by the poisoner. As a dreamer, she picked Blake night 1. I took a swing for Blake's bluffs, and I chose Puzzle Master. I did Puzzle Master or Boom Dandy, figuring that if I got his bluff wrong, then she would want to stay away from him anyway. He did bluff Puzzle Master, so that worked out. Steve was your poisoner. course, Omega was your Boom Dandy. Debut was your Evil Traveler. Never used it. Nina the Raven Keeper. Madar the Mutant. Robert the Artist. You learned 3 people is not the demon. Can't remember exactly who they were. I think they're at the bottom. Chris was your Cannibal. Naomi was a Pixie who saw Cannibal. Matthew was your Monk. Your bluffs were Investigator, Fisherman, and Puzzle Master.
No spy. Wow.
No spy.
Oh my god, what the hell?
And the demon didn't believe me.
No, I did. I always do that. Sorry, dude. That's why
I was protecting I talked to day one.
Yeah, I was
I was
protecting
so
the
glad I
Pixie the
didn't get-
entire game.
That's fine, Matthew. That's fine.
Do we know the numbers? I mean, obviously majority was pointing at Blake, but I feel it had to be pretty close.
It doesn't really. I mean, it shows where the arrow's pointing. I would have to go back and kind of look to see how.
Raise your hand if
I
you
pointed at Blake.
Just raise your hand if you
I
want to
did.
me, so we can see.
I did.
I was doing it solely.
It
on
was
Robert's
probably
side.
close. I think.
It
Oh,
had
yeah. It
close.
was all you, Robert.
Yeah, I had two of my no's were alive in the final 3. So.
Merrick
Yep.
had claimed empath with a 0 to me right away, and I
Well,
was
I
like,
thought
Blake
I was
could
the
be
empath
evil, and
back
Brody
then,
could be the
and
demon, or
immediately
Blake could be the
after I
demon.
talked to Matthew,
So my sole reason for going with Blake was the Ned kill. That because it should
Yeah.
not have happened. That was the sole
Yeah.
reason.
All right. So eliminated from the campaign is the Oracle. Find on my list here. Let's see. Oracle eliminated. The Barber will be eliminated.
Boom dandy.
And then then Boom Dandy will be eliminated. So what this means is that I do have the campaign set for 13 townsfolk, 4 outsiders, 4 minions, 4 demons. So it actually means there won't be, as far as I know, there won't be an added minion or outsider for the next game. But Oracle will get replaced, and Nodashi will stay, but it will add in a new demon to try to make its way towards having 4 demons.
Cool.
Madar? No.
Sorry,
Oh.
I had
Oh,
my
you're
hand up to indicate I voted on Blake.
You just want to really make sure it's still known.
I'd also like to thank you for not leaving me in the final 3 because I thought
I strongly considered it, but Omega was pushing on you, so in my head it was like, okay, would Omega be doing double bluffing? Would people believe that, or would they not? I don't know. It's kind of like, it's hard.
I
I'm just happy I
appreciated
had
Omega
someone
giving
right that
true
game.
dreamer information at the end.
So now we need to wait for Sam to update the
Yeah.
script.
Nashville said it will replace, then eliminate one at random, so the new one may be taken off the new script. I'm not sure I totally follow that, but that's fine. We'll let's submit this game. We'll see what happens.
Omega, you guessing me as Cannibal Marionette first day, first chat was insane.
It was. And I went to Cannibal. It's like, yeah, you're a mathematician. Fuck.
Oh, okay,
Like-
I see. So yeah, so the outsider, so the Barber and Boom Dandy were both replaced, and then I think it probably took off something else at random. I don't even know what yet.
What are they replaced with? Those and the Oracle? Were
Well,
they
let me just load it up, and then we'll.
Oh, okay.
We'll talk about it.
Oop, don't want to do that. I changed the background too.
Jeez,
Hopefully
that
something-
is a background.
I didn't know exactly what the background's gonna look like, but it's fine.
Hell yeah.
Those weren't fully
So we have a Kazali on the script.
Kazali.
You have a Ghazali in the game.
Goblin is here. So Barber got replaced with Hatter.
Poisoner's out.
And yeah, Poisoner got randomly taken out. Poisoner can come back.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, so Nashville. So for example, so Boom Dandy was replaced with whatever it was replaced with.
Goblin looks like.
Goblin. Boom Dandy and Poisoner.
Yeah, and then it randomly took out Poisoner to make it down to 4. So that means Poisoner's not eliminated. It can, and presumably, well, it could come back.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you can mouse over the Fable 2, and I'll tell you what was replaced with what. So Oracle replaced with Undertaker, Barber with Hatter, Boom Dandy with Goblin.